Welcome to Poundland to Paradise, your monthly guide to all things Walsall FC. I'm Craig, he's Joe. Let's talk about November 2025.
Let's go.
Well, it's been a big week for us. We just got here from the Bromley game, which we'll get into obviously in a sec, at the end of the November results run. And a few days ago in midweek, we were at the official launch of the Roofe Academy. So there'll be plenty more on that later on, actually. We've got some special content for you this week. So in that case, let's crack straight on with the results without wasting any time. Unless, first of all, Joe, do you have any overall thoughts about the state of the club? Should it be sold? Anything like that?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm in mixed feelings at the moment. It's been a bit of a weird month, so best thing to just get into it.
Let's get bang into it. So, we had a pretty good, well, very good November, to be fair, when you look at it overall. First of all, on the 2nd of November, we went through in the first round of the FA Cup, went away to Eastleigh, non-league Eastleigh, comfortable 3-0 win. They actually had a few chances in the first half, but I mean, they had that header that came off the bar.
That was a good job.
But basically, in the end, we just ran out comfortable winners. We had that goal from Weir from the corner.
Yeah.
Carnu goal. Matt got that goal at the end where he ran clean through.
Yeah, an Adomah type goal.
Yeah, exactly. He was in the Adomah role.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, comfortable win.
Yeah, I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Definitely more than happy with that.
The Eastleigh 3-0.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of more or less to be expected, but yeah, we at least we didn't mess it all up on BBC. So,
yeah, exactly. And it wouldn't be the first time that there's been a giant killing, obviously, on telly. So
yeah,
you're expected to win, which in a way brings its own pressure. So I'm glad we just got through that nice and clean. Then we went away again on the 8th, back in the league for our run of 4 league games. We went away to bottom of the league, Newport Town, and ran away 4-2 winners.
Yeah.
It was actually a much needed win because at the time we were on quite a bad run in the league. Like October was a very poor month.
Yeah, we really needed it.
We really needed that win. And again, kind of like the Eastleigh game, you'd expect to beat bottom of the league, Newport, but that brings its own pressure then because everyone's saying, oh, you better win.
Yeah.
So
the expectations there, isn't it? But yeah.
But we did, we got it. And it was goals from Carnu and Brown with a Finnegan brace in the middle. And the thing that really pleased me about that game was we had loads of follow-up goals where there'd be a shot and then someone there on right in the middle of the D, in the middle of the box, to tap it in, or to, strike it in from about 10 yards out.
Send it through, but then, even
following up, rebounding.
Carnu's goal came off one of those that got deflected, so it's like, it's how we want to be, playing, how we want to be scoring.
We need them lads arriving who are waiting on the edge of the box, and then they're running in and they're sort of expecting something and gambling on something. So that was really pleasing. The more we can do that, the better. The positives sort of came to a bit of a halt then because a week later we went away to... we played at home against Colchester.
Yeah.
Lost 2-0.
That left a bitter taste in my mouth.
Samson Tavide and fucking Kevin Lisby's son can both fuck off.
Yep.
Especially Tavide, he was doing our nutting.
Oh my God, yeah.
But it was a poor performance.
It was, man, yeah, and I was scared that was going to happen today, but let's stay on the Colchester game. But there was just nothing in it, or at least we had quite a few chances at the end, but it just wasn't falling for us. And they just tightened up, didn't they? I think they scored... Did they score both their goals in the first half?
I think they scored one in the first half and the second one within the first 20 or so of the second half.
Yeah.
And there was definitely a decent period. We had that thing where there's 20, 25 minutes to come back, and it happens to us a few times a season.
Yep.
And it was just a bridge too far. But overall, it wasn't good enough, basically. But then we played Harrogate away and won 2-0. This was last weekend. This was a pretty poor performance. But in the end, we got, goals... We got the goals, we got the win.
Clean sheet.
But,
But it was a little bit worrying because we didn't look very convincing.
Carnu scored again.
Yep, firing.
He just won't stop scoring. Priestley scored.
Yeah, happy for him.
Returning, that was his first full start, I think, in 15 months.
But yeah.
So good for him. But Jamil had a very tough game, as he did again today, which we'll come on to.
Yeah.
I felt that the performance itself was very poor. I mean, Harrogate are one of the worst teams in the league. Obviously, you'll take a 2-0 win, course. I can't complain too much.
Yeah, of course not.
But we keep saying this over and over again. Hopefully, we're wrong and he just keeps getting away with it and we go up. But if you're not seeing any warning signs, if you're not seeing any reason for concern, then I don't know what to tell you, honestly, because if you watched that Harrogate game and thought there isn't a chance that next season we could end up having them not go our way, and it's a few 0-0s and a 1-0 loss here and there. Look what happened last year with that run. That's what happens when your luck runs out. We weren't really good enough to beat Harrogate, to be honest. We weren't better than them. It was
no, we weren't like
shoddy
outstandingly
stuff.
better than them. Yeah.
And then, to be honest, today we win 3-1 at home to Bromley. Shocking
great
first
result,
half
but yeah, that first half, Jesus Christ, it was like night and day to the second.
Again,
really.
It's the hoofball route one to Matt with no plan B.
Yeah,
then if everything around that, even not just Sadler's tactics, which even at the best of times we have really big problems with in terms of the entertainment value and the effectiveness long term in the season. Can that last a whole season? Probably not. But even aside from that, the basics, nobody could control, nobody could pass.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, Harper had a terrible game, even though we love him and he's been brilliant all season. He had a really rough game.
And Evo, terrible first half.
Yeah,
but
we had a terrible first half. I mean,
we love him, but
Jamil again was anonymous, basically nowhere near the ball at any time. He gets hoofed up to him, he can't hold it up. There's no one around him really to help him either, so you've got a sort of double whammy there.
Definitely, yeah.
In the midfield, Finnegan was shocking first half.
Yeah.
Basically everyone really.
Priestley,
I don't want to get that. Priestley was really bad.
Really,
he redeemed himself at the end with that amazing assist.
Yeah. 100%. What a header. What a header. But the passes in the first half were just
so many people losing the ball needlessly and just messing up. But in the end, we got the goals back from Carnu, Finnegan, and then Clark got his first goal in the league. Brilliant for him.
Dead happy for him.
To polish off the win, which is crucial because, I mean, if he doesn't get that third goal, you're always worried that it could end up being 2-2. I mean, it wouldn't have been any more than Bromley deserved. I mean, they dominated the first half.
Yeah.
So
they're going to be fuming, really. But
in the end, we come away with a 3-1 win.
Yeah.
And that means 4 wins from 5 games, 3 from 4 in the league, and then the cup win.
That's actually really good. I mean, I had a kind of sour feeling about this whole month, but yeah, that's actually very good. Yeah.
It's especially after
it's just because we haven't been very convincing in our wins, like you were saying. It's just not looking as good. And then we come on and win it, but you still, I don't know. Yeah, that feeling's still there where you're just like uneasy kind of thing.
Because the performances haven't been that good.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is tactical.
Definitely.
And but at the end of the day, like I said, it's still working. What I'm saying is, Sadler needs to think of a plan B a lot quicker than he did last year, because last year it took him, things were going great, and because we had that massive lead, we could afford to fall off a cliff and have just January to April absolute just misery. And then just in time, with about 2 or 3 games left, he started doing that thing with Alfie Chang and all that we've been over. He made them few tweaks and he started to listen, change things, and then we got in the playoffs and beat Chesterfield and all that. But I want that a lot quicker this time, the plan B. Because I'm telling you now, if we keep playing like this, where we just hoof it to the target man, if Presley isn't there, it has to be Matt, because there's no other option for that. So instead of adapting like a good manager and thinking, let's not play the big man, target man thing, he keeps going with that. If it stops working, don't come crying to me in like March, it's like February and March when it's happening again, and you 8 or 9 games without a win.
But maybe with the whole Roofe signing, it's kind of like looking towards a plan, like a more solid plan B, or is he signed him just in case Carnu actually does get recalled, or I don't really know, but
or as backup, I don't know.
I
can't imagine Carnu getting recalled. We've been over that.
Yeah, but
I know Charlton are starting to have a bit of a skid, but they're still.
Yeah. Surely they don't need him, but it's a weird one, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, overall, though, it's a great month. I'm very happy to be through in the FA Cup. That's fantastic. We got Gateshead, so there's a very real chance of a third round,
Come on. Exciting times. But, it's just a bit of a weird one, performance-wise. Results-wise, brilliant. So, yeah.
Exactly, and I think, but you can't just look at the results. That's the thing, because that's when you have to look deeper. Because there's that sort of old school mentality of like, getting the wins and the results, that's brilliant. It's all that matters. That doesn't have any sort of long-term thinking. You're not seeing what's coming. And then there's the people who see that, like, yeah, but hang on, if you playing pretty... The first 2 games of the month, obviously you can't complain. You know, East League, easy win. Newport, battered them. Yeah. But then since then, Colchester, horrific. Yeah. Harrogate, pretty poor. Just because you won 2-0, really bad, so really. Poor, it's 2 moments that you get the win from. And then Bromley, terrible first half. But in the second half, it weren't like it was just moments. We did play better overall. We passed the ball on the ground. We've got to give him... that's one thing. He and brought subs, on... Thank you. He brought on 3 subs at half-time.
That's it, yeah. And he's going with that same old kind of tactics, but then hopefully he's thinking, I'm going to use my bench, especially at half-time, and then maybe some more changes, and it's
but
what
then
happened.
He didn't, but then he left Matt on again for the whole game and took him off on like 87 or something, so it's like, that's the only thing I would change. He keeps saying that Roofe isn't fit enough, but why is he on the bench then?
Yeah.
He's clearly not that.
If he's not available, then he shouldn't really be.
You're telling me he's not well enough to come on after 70 for Matt? But we all know the reason why. It's because he wants the big target man thing. So basically, Matt now has to play every minute until Presley's back. For me, that's just unrealistic. I mean,
man,
you can't tell me that it doesn't make us worse. It's making us way worse.
Yeah,
you got to say, when Presley's playing, we're better. And I think just have a plan B. Like, just go for a different approach. Just have 2. These aren't even small players, but 2 not massive, donkeys, with all due respect. If that's what you're kind of going for, is that not that these players are donkeys, but he's going for the donkey approach, and he have just let's hoof it up and they'll flicking on. Just, all right, that's fine when Presley can do that really well. If he's gone, all right, let's have Roofe and Carnu, or Carnu and Adomah or something. Like we said, though, it sounds like we're like bottom of the league, you know what I mean? The way we
the way we're talking, but it's we're top of the league again after
we're top
today.
of the league again, so
it's
for now, we can't really complain too much, but I just think there's so much quality in that squad. There is a real chance to go up here.
Yeah.
I mean, really, anything
maybe that's why
emotionally, obviously, he has to be sacked after what happened last season. He's very lucky to be in the job right now. So he's got to finish in the top 3. That's just
maybe that's why he's holding back, you know what I mean, on like Barrett, for example, like he's moving the squad around, because usually he would put Matt
on that, though,
for the last bit. So it's like, okay, maybe he could start, and then, he didn't come off as early as he would, at the same time as he would come on, if that makes sense. But it's it definitely paid off today in the end. That's
the thing. There are some green shoots. He's definitely learned some lessons. He's learned about rotation.
100%.
He doesn't just run people into the ground anymore. I love that. I love the fact that the midfield is sort of switching quite a lot.
Yeah.
These have played 2 or 3 in a row now, but if you look at the season as a whole, it isn't just through them 3 the whole time.
Yeah.
Like you said, Barrett's getting a nice rest. You see when he comes on how explosive he is.
That's what I mean. When he comes on, and Clark, when he comes on, they're explosive and they just change the game.
And it's giving people like a Keke a chance. Clark starting some games and not others. And really, all of that is brilliant. And he made the 3 subs at half-time, which is bold. And something you would never have got from him last year in the 60-minute days, when it's just every single week, like clockwork, 60 minutes, double change. He's learned from that, which is brilliant. There's still a long way to go. I still think tactically he has a long way to go as a manager, which is fair enough. He's young. He would tell you that himself, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm not sitting here saying I'm better than him. Obviously, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I could never do anywhere near as good as him. He is a professional football manager. But as an outside critic,
and a fan,
it would be dumb to suggest that he can't improve. He definitely can.
Yeah, of course.
And I think one of them is tactically, but the subs have been great. Rotation's been great. So, he's learning, which is good from last year. But I just, you as a fan, you just see them worries. And it's hard not to be a glass
after last
half
season.
Empty
You
after
can't.
Last season,
Yeah. Nobody can blame us for being like that after last season. You know what I mean? So it's just one of them. This feeling's going to stay with us until we're literally mathematically promoted. So that's all. That's the only thing. And maybe it's good pressure. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a good thing for Sadler to have. He's thinking, I really need to seal it this season, or I'm gone. You know what I mean? I mean, realistically, if we don't go up again this season, can we keep him? You know what I mean?
No,
I don't
you
think
can't.
So.
They will, I'm sure. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. But I think I really think that's a bit of a disgrace.
Yeah.
Because I think for us to have had that drop off again, from the outside, it looks crazy. Someone would be like, hang on, you finished 4th, then you finished like fourth and both times you're out in the past. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is good, but you don't know the context in it.
Yeah. When we've been top for so long, and then we've been top this season for ages as well.
So it's kind of, obviously it's been a bit different. Luckily, in a way, it's a good thing that we didn't have that massive lead. We don't have that monkey on our back. In a way, I kind of like that we're dropping points here and there a bit. I'm actually, in terms of the result, I love the position where we are actually more than I did last year, because it's scarier that they're going to do a bottle in it if they get that far ahead. I want them to stay sort of in the mix of the top six. In the mix,
so we can burst out instead of being like, oh, we're the Kings that now we haven't got anything to worry about. Everyone's trying to beat us, and then players are getting worn down.
I just want the performance. I'd like the performances to be consistently good, and then I'm happy to like unluckily drop some points from like. It sounds mad to say, but after last year, I don't mind a few like unfair penalties given or whatever. You draw 1-1 instead of winning 1-0, so that we don't get too far ahead, so that we can keep our heads type of thing. Cause
the momentum, because we don't want to get carried away again. That's
last year that was pretty scarring, to be fair. Being that far ahead, it ended up sort of costing us. But again, overall, it's a great time to be a Walsall fan. We're getting results. Football could be better, but we're getting results. We've got, some amazing lads in the squad. And especially in terms of like, proper pros like Adomah and Roofe.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
This is a very cool time to be a Walsall fan.
100%.
And speaking of Kemar Roofe, now for something a little bit different, we went down to Walsall College in the midweek to meet Kemar Roofe at the launch of the new Roofe Academy. We caught up with Kemar, and actually there were a couple of other saddlers there in attendance that we didn't expect to come across, and here's what we learned. We're here with Kemar Roofe for the official opening of the Roofe Academy. Kemar, tell us why you decided to open this academy. What was the main reason for it?
So for me, now that I'm back in the area, it's perfect time to give back a bit to the next generation. I've been fortunate enough to work with some very good managers, some good players, play with a lot of good players. So I feel like it's right to give some of my experience and knowledge to the next generation, and also to be able to bridge the gap between grassroots and professional setups.
And I see that the first session here tonight is at Walsall College. Is this where all the sessions are going to be going forward?
At the moment, yes, because again, for me, this venue means a bit something to me, because in the off seasons I'll be here doing my extra work. I'll be getting fit here. I'll be doing my football sessions here myself. So it's like I'm trying to do a bit of a full circle moment, just to give that bit more depth into it.
And some of the parents who come and bring their kids here, some of them are going to be Walsall fans. Is there any chance that, as well as yourself, they might end up bumping into some of the other Walsall players that they love over the coming weeks and months if they pop down?
Yes. To be fair, obviously I'm new to Walsall, signing for them, and I've been fortunate enough to be accepted into such a good squad, good bunch of people. So they've shown a lot of support already, and some of them are going to be coming down hopefully, depending on their own schedules as well.
Well, you mentioned signing for Walsall. Obviously, you're from the area. What does it mean to end up? I mean, I don't know if this will be your last club, but what does it feel like to come later in your career to play for your hometown club?
Yes, it's a special moment. I started when I was 5 on the Bescott football pitch. That half time they did a penalty shootout. So I've got photos of me at half time, and I actually won the penalty shootout as well. So again, now that I'm there, I just need to score a goal now to top it off and hopefully get promoted. Which will be, for me now, it's more about the meaning of it all, and getting results and success.
Well, we'll be cheering for you. All of our listeners will be too, and all the best, Kemar, with Walsall and with the academy.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
We're here with the one and only Albert Adomah at the launch of the Roofe Academy.
It's not about me today. It's not about me.
That's
it's about
very
Roofe
true.
Today.
That's very true. But what do you make of the academy? You've been here for the whole session. You've been hands-on.
You know what?
What do you make of it?
It's been amazing launch. For the first day for Roofe, I'm sure he should be proud today. It's amazing, good turnout. Even though it's cold, good turnout. I even got involved as well, showing a few tricks, and youngsters just showing me up as well. So it's an amazing day, and hopefully may this continue and more people will come through as well. So it's amazing for Roofe.
So I wanted to ask you, what's it been like having Kemar in the dressing room now at the club, and how's he fitting in?
Oh, it's amazing having Kemar, obviously at the club, experienced player just like myself. So he brings his experience for the youngsters, and he's been through promotion, and I think that's the experience that we need in the changing room. You know, having older heads, mature heads, just rubbing their experience on the youngsters. But as we're here today, for me, it's about one of my teammates supporting his launch, and as you can see, he's got a few other teammates here, even one of his ex-Rangers players, Scott, and a few Walsall current players and ex-Walsall current players as well, and Romain, Vinny and Jama here today, so supporting the cause. So we're here supporting Roofe's Academy today.
We are here with Vincent Harper, Walsall left back. What's it been like for you and the rest of the lads in the dressing room having Kemar join the Walsall squad as well?
It's been great. I think he's added to the morale and definitely added experience as well, because obviously we've got other experienced lads as well, but a man that's had such a great career like that helps with all the strikers, and he's even helped the defenders and midfielders as well, just sort of with that professionalism on and off the pitch.
And has he fit in really, really quickly and everyone's sort of getting on well?
Yeah, maybe a bit too quickly, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's definitely fit in very well.
And what about yourself? How well would you say you are judging your own time with the club since you've joined? Because I know us and a lot of other fans are very, very, very happy with what you've been doing. But how about yourself? How are you feeling about the club and how things are going?
Yeah, I'm really loving it. I think at the start I was quite slow. I wasn't really playing as much as I want to, but now I'm playing and we're winning games and top of the table, and that's what you want as a player, and sort of giving the fans what they want, and hopefully we can get the job done this year.
Hopefully. Cheers, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
No worries, thanks.
So we had an absolutely cracking time down at the Roofe Academy, didn't we?
Yeah, man, it's great.
We wanted to pop down and sort of see what would, we'd been speaking to Kemar on LinkedIn, and we decided to get down there and sort of cover it. So we're going to have some content on our YouTube channel,
covering all that.
Some videos of the interviews that you just heard. Yeah. With the three lads that we met, and a little bit more of sort of seeing the facilities and stuff. But but what did you make of it, basically? What did you make of the academy?
Yeah, it was great, man. I mean, like, to have a player of that stature running a coaching academy in Walsall, like, can't ask for better, can you, really? I mean, when's the last time we had that, So for the kids in the area, like, it's incredible. And for our kids, maybe, you know what I mean, growing up, like,
yeah,
I'd look forward to my kid being old enough for that, because, like, yeah, value for money, I don't even know how much it is, but I'm sure, like, it's incredible value for money,
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, you're talking about a Europa League finalist.
Exactly. And he's hands-on, we saw him there, he was participating as much as he could. Obviously, he's being dragged left, right and centre with people like us trying to interview him and take pictures and videos of him, so... Yeah, he's
getting around the pitch, doing one-on-one, getting stuck in with the kids. And like you said about our kids, he mentioned in here that at the moment it's 3 to 14.
Yeah.
But then pretty soon they're going to be talking about doing like a one evening session a week for toddlers who are like 6 months plus.
Yeah, man.
So my daughter's 2, coming up on 2.5-ish. So I'm definitely thinking of getting her down, getting her involved in that.
Yeah, it's going to be so cool. And just to see all the Walsall players there, Vinny, Adomah, Matt, it was great to see them participating as well and supporting it, and the work, you can just tell they're, the sentiment together is, they work hard for each other,
You can tell Adomah was there. Right in immediately, Roofe. The fact that all of them came out, because they didn't need to do that.
No, of course not. No,
he's only been there like for a cup of coffee so far. It's been like a month,
literally.
You know what I mean?
He made one appearance off the bench, and he's
barely even arrived, and yet he's already clearly a hit. Like Vinny said, he's fit in perfectly.
Yeah.
And then you've got, like you said, Vincent Harper's down there, Jamil Matt's down there. You've got Romain Sawyer's there, who's training with the club, but Matt Sadler said earlier this week he's not going to offer a contract to, which is a whole other
it's mental.
What's that expression? Kettle of worms.
Fish. Can of worms or a kettle of fish?
It's a whole other kettle of fish we're not going to get into. A kettle, it's a worm.
Can of fish.
That's a whole different worm fish soup. But then we also had this lad, Scott Wright, who now plays for the Blues, but he played with Kemar at Rangers.
Yeah.
So all these lads were there out there supporting him. And the one who was the most unbelievable was Uncle Albert.
Oh, man.
Actually playing in some of the small side, some of the five-a-side games that the kids were having. Then he's running around like a mad thing, clearing up all the balls and the cones and everything. I'm thinking, like, he's got all these coaches doing that. He's got all these, little people, so to speak.
Yeah. And then
obviously Adomah hasn't got that chip on his shoulder at all. You know what I mean? He's putting in the hard graft. He was basically like doing labour.
Just doing whatever, that needed. Like,
I mean,
he just lives for it, man.
Absolutely, just speaks volumes of the two of them, really.
Yeah.
And with Vinny was a pleasure to speak to.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what a legend.
What a group, and that really. Like I said, I haven't got doubts about the group. Obviously, they're going to have poor performances here and there. Like today, I'm sure a load of them in the dressing room are saying, God, we could have done this better.
Yeah.
But I think the group is fantastic.
Yeah. As a group, we are amazing. Like, and obviously, when Sadler uses the bench, you can tell how good we are because you can see the result of that. You know what I mean? Like, we might have started awfully, but we ended how we want to end it, which is 3 points. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've definitely got confidence, but. Just need to get out of this rut, I think. I don't know. Of performances.
It's hard
but
to
then
call
again,
it a rut
exactly.
When you got 4 wins out of 5.
We're saying this, and it's
3 out of 4 in the league.
It's mad. Yeah.
It's not bad, is it? But
again, we're scarred, so
we are scarred.
Allow us until we get to
certainly weren't scarred at the Roofe Academy. It's definitely something worth checking out. Get on the website.
Everyone check that out, man.
And like I said, we're gonna have video, a video package of the whole thing. We're gonna have video interviews of all the guys. All that's gonna be up on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Watch
Just
out
search
for that.
Poundland for Paradise on there. And let's move on. The next thing that we want to move on to is our player of the month. As always. We'll do a quick 1, 2, 3 go, and let's see if we come out with the same player. Let's see if you can be right like I am. 1, 2, 3.
Kanu. Yeah.
Again, bro.
Sick,
I swear that's like 2 or 3 in a row we've had the same time.
And as you were counting down, I was just thinking, who am I going to say? I forgot about the player of the month.
I was like, he's going to go for some someone shit, and then I'm going to have to be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, really
but
good.
no, that's like 3 times in a row that you've been right as well. But no, it's got to be Danny Kanu. 4 goals.
Brilliant.
In the month. In 5 games, great overall play.
Yeah.
And this is without his strike partner in Aaron Presley, who, they bring so much out in each other. Again, we don't want to rag on anyone too much, but some of the players he's been playing with haven't been as sort of what he's been used to as some other players. So it really he's had to step up. And he has. He's been brilliant, really. I mean, I think... I can't say that without him we wouldn't have got some of these results because a lot of them we've scored 3 or 4 goals a game. Yeah, so everyone's chipping in, but But he's he's really chipping in. Finnegan got 3.
Yeah.
Which is definitely not bad from midfield.
And seeing him today didn't really impress much, and then he went off at half time, didn't he?
Matt got 2 goals, I think.
Wicked.
So not bad. But it's all about Kanu. 4 goals. I mean, he's scoring basically in every game.
It's brilliant, yeah.
So it's brilliant.
Little legend,
everything you want. Let's touch on a few talking points before we go to the fixtures for next month. The first one, I read, I was talking to you about this earlier, I can't remember if it was in the same interview on BBC or 2 different ones, where Sadler said, first of all, that Kemar Roofe isn't playing because he's not fit enough. Like we said before, he already has played. So why have you brought him off the bench basically as soon as he arrived if he's basically dead-legged? And now 2 or 3 weeks later, he's somehow less fit than that. So he can't even play a minute of today's game. Mental.
Very weird.
To completely rule out a move for Romain Sawyers, even on a short-term contract.
Yeah.
You're telling me that you definitely think he couldn't bring some creativity to that midfield when, to be honest, it's often sorely lacking creativity. And they need someone who can come deep, pick up the ball, pick their head up, play a pass. Sawyers can do that. He doesn't need to be explosive. So even if he is a bit long in the tooth and a bit injury prone, I mean, I'm just saying, he's only got Roofe till January. I mean, God, at this rate, Roofe won't even play basically, and then he'll be gone unless he I'm hoping surely they're gonna
Yeah.
Now that he's putting down roots as well, and he's got the academy. Surely he's going to stick around. They're going to
Yeah.
invest in him like he's
hope
investing
so.
in the area. I hope.
Mm.
But I mean, as things stand, he's only on a short-term deal.
Mm.
Why can't we put Sawyers on a 2 or 3 month deal? I mean, you're telling me they don't want to risk the very small financial outlay that would be
Exactly.
to have a player of that quality who
What is that? Yeah,
we've got a connection with.
Surely it's way more worth spending the little bit of money that it might be, or whatever. To bring in that experience and everything, and that little morale boost of an old player of ours. So I don't know, but yeah.
And like we said before,
I don't get it at all.
there's it's like, look at how well it's worked out with Uncle Albert, with Aidan Flint,
Mm.
probably will with Roofe when he gets a chance.
Yeah.
Like these really high quality, sort of way above this level guys who are a bit older,
Mm.
they're having great effects on the pitch, off the pitch. All the other players are learning from them. And I just think Sawyers would be a lovely addition to that for some of the midfield lads to play with. But
Yeah,
I mean, we never really know. Same with Roofe. We don't really 100% know what's going on behind the scenes.
Yep.
We can only speculate, but
That's it. Yeah,
I feel like it's a bit arrogant in a way to just be so dismissive.
It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, you can train with us, like we're going to help him out. Like, I don't know,
What?
man, like help him out. Like,
Yeah, I don't think he needs.
I feel like he could help you out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
kind of,
Exactly.
I don't know, but
I
whatever.
don't know. Yeah, I don't understand that.
It's not the end of the world, but
Weird.
I wanted to say as well that the Cole U game, again, I'm such a negative now. I'm such a boo boy. Literally, after 4 wins out of 5, the main thing I want to talk about is the loss right in the middle against Colchester. But I think that showed us at our worst, at our least, with no ideas, our least creative, our most boring.
Mm.
And that was sort of a window into, I think, what could happen if we come unstuck.
Yeah.
So just
Definitely.
please be careful.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Don't
it's like
just assume it's going to keep getting away.
other
with
games can go like that. You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah, I don't know.
We build ourselves a mountain by just playing terribly, going 2 goals down, and then unlike today where we went 1 down and then we did the comeback story that we always do, you can't rely on that every time. You know what I mean? I think we need to be more careful.
Definitely
we need to
not.
start going ahead in games, man.
Yeah.
And being on the front foot from the first. I mean, how often do we just win the first half, so to speak? You know what I mean? Dominate the first half.
Yeah, never.
Win 1-0, even if you don't go in 1-0 at half time.
Mm-hmm.
Be like the better team.
Yeah.
How
yeah,
often
yeah.
are we ever, even if we do score first, the better team in the first half? Like never.
Not very often. Yeah.
And it's like
at all.
I feel like you're asking.
None of these games
for
this
trouble.
season, definitely not. I
No?
don't think so. Maybe the Eastleigh one, but
There
that's
might have been exactly, but you
that's
can't
not
count
really.
that.
Yeah,
It's
that's not. Yeah.
I don't want to tempt fate. Again, I mean, God, if a neutral listened to this podcast, they would
they'd be
feel
like, what the fuck
the
are these moaning
trauma
about?
in
Yeah.
our bones, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
from last season.
Yeah.
It just reeks, man. Like,
It does,
honestly,
man.
every time things are, like this has been a good month, things are going well, and everyone's getting buzzing, and, and no one's sort of seeing the warning signs. I can just, I can see the pitch in front of me at Wembley. I can remember how I felt, how dejected,
Oh, God.
knowing that, like, we cannot win this game. When we were 1-0 down, even say 60 minutes in, zero hope.
Yeah.
And I don't want to feel like that again.
Nah,
And
never
it's
again.
terrifying.
Yeah, it is. To think we could be in that same position again is just
To feel like, because it
awful.
weren't like that was a one-off. That's how I'd felt in almost all our home games for the second half of the season.
Yeah,
where you go
yeah.
1-0 down and you're like, that's done. We cannot score.
Mm,
There's no ideas.
yeah.
And at the minute, I feel like we play like that a lot. But
Mm.
then somehow we just get these goals.
yeah.
And it's like,
Oh God! But we're using the squad depth for more, and I think that might be the key
yeah.
this season. Hopefully.
And there's enough players. I think maybe there's more players this season who can pull something out of the fire.
Yeah. I think so.
Maybe there's just a lot more effective players than there were last season.
I'd say so.
But I don't know. All right, let's have a look at
December.
December 2025. It's going to be a busy old month, as December and January always are.
Yeah.
7 games. We start with 3 away from home, 4 away overall, and 3 at home. So on the 2nd in the Football League trophy, we go away to Stevenage. Horrible draw. Obviously, it's only the trophy, so no one other than me cares. But I mean, we could have had a bit of luck there. We could have had a league, some sort of lower half of League 2 team, but instead we get playoff League One team.
Uh-huh.
The only thing you can hope is that I'm sure Sadler will rotate loads for that on Tuesday, which, to be honest, I'm not overjoyed about, especially given the fact that next weekend on the 7th, we then go away to Gateshead in the FA Cup, which is a very nice draw.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, if anything, it's not like you're saving players for a league game on the weekend, a big league game.
No.
Honestly, if I'm Sadler, I'm playing the first team on Tuesday against Stevenage, and I'm playing the B team against Gateshead. But I actually think he'll probably do it the other way around, and we'll get spanked by Stevenage. But you got to hope that they'll play a really poor team,
Let's
Stevenage.
hope so. Yeah,
because they're trying to go up in League One. They
Exactly.
definitely ain't going to care about this trophy.
Surely not. Yeah,
But
that's not something they, in their sphere of caring, really. Sure.
hopefully.
But
Stevenage, terrible draw in the trophy. Gateshead, lovely draw in the FA Cup. We really should win that. Eastleigh should be another comfortable 2-3-0 win.
Yep, and then
You can never be
get a nice
sure in
draw
the FA
on the
Cup,
third.
though. But then,
Let's get a great draw, because we always get... Why have we had Leicester for the last 2 years? Or
it's like every year Leicester.
Yeah,
God,
well,
no one cares.
the last times we've got to the third, it's been Leicester for some reason.
It's like,
so
let's
no
have
more Leicester.
Let's have
West
Liverpool away, bro.
Yeah.
Because, our famous semi-final, for that'll be our thing of that. And they're playing shit right now.
Yeah.
So we
that's what
actually
we
could go there and do the funniest thing
Make a
ever and
mad
actually
upset.
beat Liverpool.
God, that'd be
And that would be a dream
insanely
game
good.
for Sadler, to be fair.
It would.
Because he'll just put, all 10 on the goal line.
Yeah.
They'll just be shit and falling over themselves and just be what they are this season. And then we get a cheeky
We just have a little-
jabber goal from Ed.
From a Adomah style. Oh, mate. Yeah, come on.
So we're dreaming.
Let's
But then
go.
after that, we go to 5 league games, the stuff that really matters. So first we go away to Oldham, which is a tricky game. So that's 3 away games in a row to start December.
Crazy.
So we're on the road a lot, 3 different competitions. But then on the 13th of December, we come home to play against Shrewsbury Town in the derby of all derbies.
Let's go. Let's go. Nah, that'll be good. because
Yeah.
We'll surely beat them.
Well, that'll be our next time at the Bescot. That's
Yeah.
2. Well, it's 2 weeks. That's normal, I suppose.
I guess so.
But I mean, it feels
Well,
like
it's more like 3, isn't it?
to think that there's going to be
Oh, no, it's
3
2, yeah,
games in between. That's a lot. 3 games in between, and none of them at home.
Yeah. Weird.
Then we go away to Notts County on the 20th. Tough.
Very tough.
But then
Kinda wanna go to
we end it lovely, right? Because we're at home for both our Boxing Day and our 29th game.
Oh, nice.
So we get that lovely festive feeling. We get to go to
don't have to
both of the
travel,
games
yeah.
without travelling. So we got
Nice.
Crewe at home, which is a tough Boxing Day game. And
Tough,
then
but-
on the 29th, we get Oldham again. So we're playing Oldham twice within the space of 5 games.
That makes no sense.
Because
but okay.
that must be the end of the 23
Yeah.
or whatever when you flip around and
Turn
go again.
over. That's
So,
random, though. Why are
yeah.
we playing them so close together?
but it's weird that it's felt like that. But
Yeah, some very winnable ones. Crewe's going to be tough. Notts County's obviously going to be tough. But we'll see how it pans out. It should be an exciting month anyway.
yeah, and it's going to be an really, like I said, a really interesting one because we got the first 3 games are away from home, which isn't ideal for the travelling fans especially, and really for the players, I suppose. But
Yeah, because
it's exciting because it's cup action in 2 of them as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So these games are always exciting. The Gateshead one will probably be on TV,
yeah,
which is always
exactly.
exciting again with the big
Oh,
cameras and all that. And
Come
then
on.
the Stevenage game won't be exciting to anyone but me, but I'm excited. And then at the end of the month, we got the 2 home games, which again is it's brilliant for fans. We should have 2 really big attendances because loads of people always come out for them festive games. Everyone's off work for ages and they're all, just pissed up and having a good time. And everyone goes for a jolly type of thing. So, and you got to think it's brilliant for the players because they're not trekking off all the way to Plymouth or whatever when they've just had their Christmas dinner the day before with all the family and that. It must be so much nicer for them to have their proper Christmas period and everything chill and not
It's a regular Saturday.
go away
basically.
twice in a row.
Yeah, that'd be nice for him.
So it's really good.
And it should bode well for us as well, morale-wise. And
Hopefully he'll keep using the squad. He has been doing it so far this season. That was a big problem last year.
So.
We were moaned about it loads. He's definitely learned from that. And he'll need to keep learning because 7 games is a lot. We're playing every 3 or 4 days, basically.
Crazy,
so
isn't it?
he'll need to be getting that rotation in.
It's nearly 2 a week, isn't it? But
Yep. And then it won't change in January. January's the same. It's always the same every year. December and January will both be 7, 8 games, even maybe, depending on how we do in the cups.
So it's going to be big months.
2 big months. They could define the context of the season, basically. So
definitely.
make sure you rotate. But again, in a smart way. And it could make or break, so we'll see how we get on when we see you again at the end of December to see how we've got on. And maybe we could even, do a little sort of first half of the season review as well then, because we'll basically have just been pretty much bang on halfway through then.
Yeah, we'll get some stats together from the whole of that and mash that together, see how we are doing on paper.
But for now, would like to say thank you for listening to Poundland to Paradise. Like, comment, share, all that stuff. And we will see you at the end of 2025.
Peace.
Peace.